this is really neat here, and as I make my way over to this, I'm very excited to have him here. But we have this gentleman right here, filmmaker, musician, all kinds of things with him and his beautiful wife, Kris. But this is Diggity Dave with us. Love it, Diggity. Before, because everyone right now is looking, going, why does that guy look so familiar? Where do I know him from? Where can I picture him from? But the reason why is that, I'm going to go ahead and say it, we need you to pimp someone's ride here.
Wow, like I've never heard that one before, right? Everywhere I go, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how are you doing?
I'm rocking it, man. Yeah, just happy to be here.
This is great, and this is the reason why you're here with us is that you are excited because you're bringing Hollywood back to Arizona, and it's because you wrote a movie.
Wrote a movie, yeah, it's my second one, second feature film that I'll be directing, that I wrote and sold the script. So we start production in, we start casting in December, start production in January, so we're stoked to be doing, so we're going to be doing like 2/3 of the movie here and then 1/3 of the movie back home in Los Angeles. So. And
the movie actually is a coming-of-age movie in a way, am I right?
Correct, yeah, it's called Rockaway Heights 83, and it's about a fictional high school here in Arizona in Arcadia. It's about a bunch of young kids kind of coming of age, love story, but you know, it's not like a super bad kind of salacious movie. There's a lot of kind of dark overtones, but just, you know, dealing with the semblance of being a teenager in 1983 with the explosion of like hard rock music, MTV, cultural things, but also the highest divorce rate in the history of the United States, Reaganomics. You know, we're in wars and, you know, in Ollie North and Contra, and you know, our troops being blown up in Beirut, so a lot of teenagers killed and that kind of stuff. So it has a lot of tangibles and a lot of important kind of messages in the soliloquy of the narration. And I just wanted to write something that kind of a tip of hat to one of my heroes, John Hughes, you know, who had done all the greatest films like 16 Candles and Breakfast Club and all those movies. So I wanted to do something that kind of felt like it was something John would write and produce, but with a little bit more serious overtone to it.
I love it. And what's really great is that, of course, we know behind every man is a wonderful woman, and that's your wife, Kris, here, who actually said to you, Diggity, why aren't you doing it? Like, you keep on talking about it, why don't you go? And you're like, what? And so, Kris, you kind of like gave him the push to say, let's do this.
We were in LA, and we were just laying there chilling, and we're talking about John Hughes and all the greats that he did and how it affected our life. And we're like, yeah, it sucks that he's gone, and we're talking about that. And I go, why don't you do it? And he goes, do what? And I go, take over where John Hughes left off. We need that in this world today. Everyone's so disconnected. We need some love and some putting our phones down and getting in relationships again. And so he's like, well, I think I will.
All right, that's not all you're doing, but you also have a book you've actually done, right?
I do. This was my first book, The Little Flower, and my second book is getting published right now. It's called Ricky Raccoon and the Bullying Bull. And basically the reason why I started writing books is my 14-year-old, who is high-functioning autistic, he came to me and said, Mom, I know that heaven is great and it's going to be beautiful. He goes, but sometimes I wish I could go there now. Yeah. And I wanted to go, oh, honey, it's going to be okay. Just put a smile on that face. But all I said was, baby, I can relate. I can really relate. Sometimes I just want to go to heaven too. And that just got the wheels spinning in my head of, like I said again, how big the world is and how disengaged we are. Right. Kids are being raised and just feeling like a number. They don't feel like they're very significant. They're very important. We live in a busy world. So I wrote these books using plants and animals to deal with issues like depression, divorce, bullying, things like that.
I love it. All right, where can people find the book?
So the book can be found under Christy Griffin Wallace on Amazon.com. So if you do The Little Flower, Christy Griffin Wallace, Kristy, you can find it on there. $12.
And Diggity Dave, we can find you on TV, and the show is called
Wasteland TV, every Saturday night live from Scottsdale, Arizona, and we're killing it on that right now, man. So maybe you can come down and do a spot with us.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, I'm serious, man.
All right, well, definitely. Well, you guys, have you had your coffee yet? Do you guys drink coffee?
I've already had 2 cups.